What's going on, guys? This is Jeremy Burton from PPR, Red Jacket Army. We're out here at La Jolla High School tonight for the Battle of Pearl Street. This epic rivalry game has been going on for years. Both teams have been going back-to-back over the last couple of years, so we're excited to cover this exciting, awesome matchup to start out the season. Let's go.
The energy was palpable as both teams came out fired up for this epic Week 1 matchup between the La Jolla Vikings and the Bishops Knights. This is the battle for Pearl Street. Starting off here in the beginning of the game, Bishops comes out of the gate firing with a huge completion from quarterback Cash Herrera to senior running back Ruben Gutierrez for 60 yards to set up the Knights in scoring position early. The Knights then capitalize on this red zone opportunity as Herrera hits number 4, Ryan Landa, who shakes off a couple of Vikings defenders and punches it in for a 12-yard reception. And the scenery couldn't have been more beautiful here at La Jolla, overlooking the beautiful Pacific Ocean. La Jolla then responds quickly on the next possession as quarterback Hudson Smith fires a beautiful deep ball to wide receiver Hank Hansen for a Vikings touchdown that ignites the La Jolla student section and ties the game 7-7. Like a heavyweight title fight, these two teams were trading haymakers early as Herrera finds sophomore wide receiver Jonah Garcia down the right side of the field for a big 57-yard completion. Next, Bishops dials up a great play with a nice little screen pass to Ruben Gutierrez for his second touchdown of the game. Gutierrez looking like former Chargers running back Austin Eckler catching the ball out of the backfield, and they also happen to share the same jersey number. After a big kickoff return puts La Jolla in great field position, Vikings quarterback Hudson Smith doesn't waste time striking a counterpunch with a perfectly thrown ball to sophomore Andre McLeese Walker. This knots up the game at 14-14 and gets the La Jolla sideline fired up. You can see here we are in the zone for this big rivalry matchup. Going into the second quarter here, Knights junior tight end Jack Ryan catches a pass from Herrera, showing some great strength and athleticism. He bounces off a couple of Vikings defenders, pulls a little shake and bake, and moves the Knights into Viking territory. Later in the drive, Bishop smelling the end zone, Cash Herrera hits a wide open receiver, Ian Brown, to recapture the lead for the Knights at 21-14. After this touchdown pass to Andre McLeese Walker, his second of the night, La Jolla gets the ball back after a fumbled kickoff from Bishops and is able to poke in a field goal for a halftime score of 24-21. Getting into the second half, both defenses started locking down with Race Paris for the Knights fighting his way to the quarterback for a big sack on Vikings QB Hudson Smith. On Bishop's next possession, they were able to find some juice as quarterback Cash Herrera connects with Ian Brown on a nice play-action pass where he does his best 49ers Yak Bros impression to chew up some major yardage after the catch. But just as the Knights are starting to gain momentum, Vikings safety Ryan Kessler says not so fast and makes a great play intercepting the pass from Cash Herrera. With the ball back in their possession, La Jolla was able to capitalize on the interception, turning it into 6 with a direct snap to Hank Hansen, who plows it into the end zone from inside the 5, extending La Jolla's lead to 31-21. A little more defense to highlight here. After getting pressured by Vikings linebacker Charlie Martin, Knights quarterback Cash Herrera is forced into a scramble drill. He's running, he's looking, and he eventually tosses up a desperation throw intended for wide receiver Nick Pfister that gets intercepted by the Vikings star wideout and free safety Carson Deal. He's able to pick up some extra yards there and take the ball into Knights territory. That is a huge play. Down by 10 points, the Knights defense steps up here as senior Declan O'Donovan is able to fight through 2 Vikings blockers and sack La Jolla quarterback Hudson Smith. But the La Jolla offense was hungry for more points, and they were able to punch in one last touchdown as senior running back Aiden McGill sliced through the Knights defense to put an exclamation point on their victory in the battle for Pearl Street. The final score here from La Jolla High School was La Jolla 38, Bishops 21, and the bragging rights stay with the Vikings.
Bye.